It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Tropics and the Cobras. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Jeff Kessler is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that throws two types of fastballs. A four-seamer, which is more of his true riding fastball that he'll throw up in the zone. And the two-seamer is the one that he'll sink to try to get ground balls. So even though the fastball is one pitch, he has two pitches that are different, even though they're both fastballs. A four-seamer up in the zone, two-seamer down in the zone to try to get the ground ball.
Digging in now, Jonathan Ash. He will lead this one off today. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Settling in now, Dan Bush. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw won't get him.
That is third. The first baseman, Fred Ortiz.
First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Into the box, Craig Ortiz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And a good decision to throw as he is toast at second base.
Well, that's not a good look. No one likes getting picked off, but it's especially bad when it's your team's first hit. It's kind of deflating.
Two out, nobody on. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Dewey Nomura will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Stepping in, Mark Lacey. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Mark Lacey.
Here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Holds off on the slurve that time, and it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
And that misses 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Wow, the last thing you want to do is give the home team an unearned base in the first inning. Now they've got a speedster on the bag with no outs and a good chance to score early in this game.
Runner at second now as a result of the error, and set to go as the third baseman, Jason McIntosh. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip. The start to it, they're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
In today's game, we're seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
Ready to deliver the 1-2 to short. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting third, the second baseman,
Coming to the plate now, Glenn Suarez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way.
Whoa, that's down.
Lacey, the runner at second with 1 away. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. A strike, and it's 2-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the catcher,
Standing in, Jacob Sellers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch. That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
The 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. One and one. Here it is. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Men on third with 2 down. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Set to get his day started, Antonio Martinez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate now, Chad Murray, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Ready with the 2-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Hot shot to third. Reined in. There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
That is good. The catcher, Ian Fatty.
So bases empty now after the double play. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Ian Fatty. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses for ball one. High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is the left fielder. Still going back. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him, and they've taken a one-run lead.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
At the plate, Parker Floyd.
The second baseman.
He pops it up. Lacey is there, and the side is retired. So one run on 2 hits, including the home run, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Tropics on top 1-0. Striding into the box, David Laffey. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ball one. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Lays off 2-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Howie Robinson waits on deck. Good battle. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Might have gone after ball 4 there, as this one's fouled away off to the right. Payoff pitch one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Robinson.
Standing in now, Howie Robinson. Weak grounder down the line at third. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. The windup and the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Just a touch outside, 1-2. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And it's fouled away.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Fouled away. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Into the box now, James Bond. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Softly hit toward the hole. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Zach Zimmer. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 0-2 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bond arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. So here now is the pitcher, Dewey Nomura. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1's the count. Ball, that's out.
This one's flared toward left center. Here comes a left fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, it's one thing to give up a hit to a pitcher right here. You can live with that, but an American League pitcher, a guy who probably takes BP 10 days out of the year, this is surprising. He's going to have to bear down on the mound out there.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Ash, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Ash is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
Now back, the center fielder, Dan Bull.
In now, Dan Bush. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there.
The first baseman, number 9, Fred Ortiz.
So now to the plate, Craig Ortiz takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate now, Antonio Martinez. He connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Into the box, Chad Murray, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Looking to minimize the damage here. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking the pitch.
2 down, runners at first and second. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
taken. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The run scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind when the skipper gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the third inning. He's getting exposed a little bit here.
Standing in now, Ian Fatty. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Everybody has bad days at the office, including starting pitchers. He's given up 5 runs in this inning alone, and you have to wonder how long the manager's going to stay with him. Not long, I would bet.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Billy Gore is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. To the plate now, Parker Floyd, and he hits it hard to the right side. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Tropics are out on top 6-0. So stepping in, Sean McKee. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
The pitch. No balls and a strike to count. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
At the plate, Billy Gore, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Now, I know he's struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Into the box, Mark Lacey. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 1-0. Fouled off. Here it comes on 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Zach Zimmer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Dewey Nomura.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Dewey Nomura. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here comes the payoff pitch. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting the result. Job well done.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Ash. This will lay off the slider too low, ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Jason McIntosh.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
Nope. 3-0.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Now this is foul tipped at home plate, and that might have shot directly at our home plate umpire because he's moving a little gingerly back there. Now the 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Into the box now, Glenn Suarez, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. On the ground to the right side. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob Sellers.
Standing in, Jacob Sellers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
1-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, beautiful dive. What a play. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in once again, Dan Bush, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0.
Hey.
sent on the ground out to second. He's got it, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The first baseman, number 9, Fred Ortiz.
Digging in, Craig Ortiz. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. McKee will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
So striding forward now, Antonio Martinez earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch coming, here it is. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Out in front of it, strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, this inning was looking routine, and then with 1 base hit and a wild pitch later, things are looking a lot different. Now a base hit scores a run, got to reset on the mound and make some good pitches here.
The 1-1. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. At the plate, David Laffey. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The pitch. Swing and a ball hits softly on the ground. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The center fielder, number 12, Howie Robinson.
Stepping in, Howie Robinson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball, 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
At the plate now, James Bond as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Into the box now, Ian Fatty. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
Ian Fatty.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. Smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
He started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Still even at 2-2.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Count remains 2-2. Hit in the air out to right. McKee is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Parker Floyd.
Now at the plate, Parker Floyd. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
0-1 the count. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Here it comes. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Robinson calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
The batter, the third baseman, Zach Zimmer.
So striding in, Zach Zimmer 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and digging in is the outfielder, Sean McKee.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The 0-1. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Greg English will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
English.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he takes a cold strike one.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning. Maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
2 balls and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. All even now, 2-2. Pause, now the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs. They're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter giving that bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
1-0 count. Here it is. To first. One there. On to first. The double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
At the plate, Jason McIntosh 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Set to deliver the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, that's a big pick-me-up right there. After the ground ball double play, that runner at third could have been stranded. Big, and I mean big, two-out base hit.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, picking up your teammates right there. You know, after grounding into a double play, you watch your teammate go back to the dugout dejected, costing his team 2 outs, and you find a way to bail him out. Nice piece of hitting.
Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. Raul Batista takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. In now, Glenn Suarez. Popped up. And it'll wind up hanging just long enough for him to run it down, and with that, the side is retired. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're through 6 full. Hawaii is on top 6-1. Jeremy Kilpatrick is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Kevin Brummett is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. 3-0 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
In there, 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Eddie. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Ash. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. In there, 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He obviously recognized cutter away, stayed inside it, and was able to drive it the other way.
Stepping in now, Dan Bush. Pitch outside, the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Runner back safely. The 1-0 home. Pitch outside. The throw. Bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Big key to stealing third base is getting a good jump. Even though this throw from the catcher bounces to third, the poor jump at second cost him the stolen bag.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's over. 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Here now the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Richie Engel is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Engel.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jacob Sellers. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Sellers.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off. 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Just hung in there on that one. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time.
I got 3-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Hit in the air out to center field. Bush is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, David Laffey.
Coming to the plate now, David Laffey. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
That misses. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now here it comes. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that is off the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like, and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
To the plate now, Howie Robinson, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 pitch. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder,
into the box now, James Bond. First offering on its way. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually.
And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Into the box, Sean McKee, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. A runner on first with 2 away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Hawaii leads this one 6-2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ed Robinson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Buford Christian is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 10,
ready to begin the 8th, and here comes the first baseman, Craig Ortiz. Now here's the pitch. Robinson is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations. which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Antonio Martinez. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Down and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. Ground ball right side. Reined in. And he is out on the tag.
Now back.
In now, Chad Murray.
Yeah. Murray.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a called strike, 0-1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
He doubled up on that one, Danny. Back-to-back changeups. Nice job by the batter right there, staying on that pitch.
That's one of the things that this pitcher will do, though, Mark. His changeup is so good, he's not afraid to throw it back-to-back pitches.
Ian Fatty will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. A dive, but it's off his glove. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Yeah, now they're looking at a 5-run deficit, and that doesn't bode very well for them, especially considering that they've only been able to scratch a couple of runs across the entire game. If this isn't the end, they can definitely see it from here.
So now to the plate, Zach Zimmer, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now 1 hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. Looking to minimize the damage here. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw to third, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And this one bounds around against the wall. One run is in. Throw comes to second, and he is into second base with a two-run double.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up, and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Michael Jordan comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Tony McCaldy will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. In his career, McCaldy is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. The 0-1 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Jordan, a 32-year-old veteran. He's in the midst of his 14th Major League season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Hawaii is out in front here, 9-2. Christopher J. is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now at the plate, Buford Christian.
Leading off for Mississippi, the left fielder, Buford Christian.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Whoa, that pitch is out.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bush has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Mark Lacy.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mark Lacy. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing and a liner, but taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Jason McIntosh.
Striding in once again, Jason McIntosh. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First delivery to him on the way. Jay, a California native, actually. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Ash. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now back, the center fielder, Dan Bush.
At the plate, Dan Bush. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. From the stretch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Craig Ortiz, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here comes the 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
In now, Antonio Martinez, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Oh and 1, here it comes. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
A pause and the 0-2. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Glenn Suarez starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Line toward right center. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball to the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel to that one.
A runner at first with no outs here. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1 and 2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
The 1 and 2 pitch. Got him swinging on a split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
At the plate, David Laffey, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Into the box now, Howie Robinson lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Yeah, it might only be a 2-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here, and they earned it.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. Hawaii took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Dewey Nomura earns the win, his second. Jeff Kessler struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field. And the We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the first of this quick 2-game series between the Polar Bears and the Blues. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. 2 of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Dan Turner will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Striding in, Ronnie Weeks. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, Ronnie Weeks.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Row, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys, definitely. The 2 teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
And he'll just waste one there, 1-2. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. Little chopper back to the mound. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
Stepping in now, Mitch Drew, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Jesus Pena comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Pickoff move to second, and he'll dive back in safely. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
To 1-2 now. Weeks leads off second with one gone in the inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Siebel ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The first baseman, Fernando Rodriguez.
Coming to the plate now, Fernando Rodriguez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Two out here and a runner at second. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. And this will get all the way to the wall now. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
To the plate now, Calvin Parks. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Looking at his career totals, Parks carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. The 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball two. Parks, a 36-year-old veteran. This is his 18th season in the big leagues, so he's had quite an incredible career.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up. The Polar Bears lead this one 1-0. Mike James gets the call for game one of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, not a bad start in his last one. 7 complete innings. Even though he took the loss, he pitched pretty well. And if he can pitch as well in this one today, he'll have a pretty good chance to win this game for his team.
Now at the plate, Shuhei Ogawa. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Shuhei Ogawa.
Pitch on the way. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Tony Rossi. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. Got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters' meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
Stepping up now, Elijah Boston. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The 1-0 home. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Pitch on the way.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there. 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter on that one.
Good battle. Count remains full. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knob.
It is, Devo, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Mark Middleton is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Here comes the 1-0.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
2 out with the man at first.
2-0's the count.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Ready with the 3-0. Swinging on 3-0, and it's fouled right into the catcher's glove. 3-1 now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And, ooh, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Runner on first with 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. The Polar Bears lead it 1-0. Digging in, Ty Watts. Average in the early season, not pretty for him, hovering in the 220s. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the right fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
At 7, the catcher, Bruce Castle.
Now in the box, Bruce Castle. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Castle is, of course, a highly regarded catcher, and it's really fun to watch him control the game behind the plate, not only with his glove work, but with the arm as well. He's got a cannon, and it's in the head of opposing base runners every night. Certainly a valuable guy to have on your squad.
Yeah, he certainly could have a C on his chest. The captain of the infield, controlling the pitching staff, shutting down the running game, soft hands. I can't say enough about this player.
And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
At the plate now, Martin Good standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Mike James.
Stepping into the box, Mike James. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch.
Wood!
Two out with the man at first. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it too, and the inning is over. Last half of the second set to go, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Max Taylor. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right there for strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Taylor hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
1-1. James has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Full count, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Greg Siebel, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard, and if you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
The 1-0 delivery, and he fouls this one off. The 1-1, and it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. And he struck him out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. Dive back in. So now to the plate, Trevor Erickson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Now a throw over to first. Dive, but he's back in there. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that back, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Runner at second here with 1 man out. So a full count now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Pena is there, 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting it, the third baseman, Bronco McClendon.
Now at the plate, Bronco McClendon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming, here it is. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Weeks is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So coming to the plate, Ronnie Weeks.
For the forward, the center fielder, Ronnie.
First pitch on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Taylor is right there, one down.
Now back, left field, Mitch Drew.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Mitch Drew. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
This is in the air to left. Ogawa is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now back, the right fielder, Jesus Pena.
So digging in now, Jesus Pena. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Taylor is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Dan Turner.
Dan Turner.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded to the right. Scooped up. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now back, left fielder, Shuhei Ogawa.
Stepping into the box, Shuhei Ogawa. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a liner. But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Tony Rossi.
Now to the plate, Tony Rossi. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Rossi, an Ohio native. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him. Count now, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Fouled away. The 1-2.
Hey, having AB right here, I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Fernando Rodriguez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Into the box now, Calvin Harks. And he lays off there, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now batting, Ty Watts. First offering on its way. Now the 0-1.
That's inside. That's the ball.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Leading off the inning, Elijah Boston, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Elijah Boston.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Standing in now, Mark Middleton, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
One out, nobody on. Three and 1.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Swing and a misses. He was way early on that one. 3 and 2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your one-run lead.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Max Taylor. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Runners on first with one down. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Double play ball to second. 4 to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Bruce Castle.
Bruce Castle.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play. Digging in, the switch hitter, Martin Good, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Mike James. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Its way, the 0-1 pitch. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
1-1.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
It's amazing, I tell you. This guy's been absolutely cruising. The pitcher comes to the plate, you're thinking it's an easy out. You lose focus, let your guard down for a second, and now he's got a 3-ball count.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4, and that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Ready for another shot now. Ronnie Weeks, man at first after the 2-out walk. bounce back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. Fastball just inside.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
2-0, here it is. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. The 2-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Digging in, Greg Siebel. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Now here's the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
1-0.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
1-1.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
At the plate, Trevor Erickson. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Misses, ball 2. Hit to first, reined in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in now, Bronco McClendon. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Mitch Drew. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have the calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box, Jesus Pena. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. 1 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside. And this is where that guy would jump on it.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
So now to the plate, Fernando Rodriguez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. One-0 count. Here it is. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Ready now, Calvin Parks. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Liner towards second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Settling in now, Dan Turner to start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
On its way is pitch number 75. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. 2-1.
That's the ball.
Here's the pitch.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
He misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Shuhei Ogawa. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2, D-Roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player. Just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Tony Rossi stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Elijah Boston.
Ready once again, Elijah Boston. Ready. Here's the first offering.
No, that's up.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Hard hit ball to short. Scooped up. There's 1. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Stepping in, Ty Watts. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Count even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
To the plate now, Bruce Castle. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more.
No, that's out.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. In there, base hit.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Well, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
Into the box now, Martin Good, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0-for-2 from him so far in this one. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses. Ball 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Manny Escalante is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Mike James will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the stretch, off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. First and second now, 1 man out. Slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1. A look, now the pitch. All even at 2-2. As a look, now the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Standing in now, Ronnie Weeks, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away, and it's too late as he's in there. The set and the 2-0 outside. 3-0 now. Mitch Drew would be next. Second and third, 2 away. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Standing in, Mitch Drew. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Got him swinging in the dirt. Erickson corrals it, And a good throw is in time, and they escape the jam. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Atlantis is on top here, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Mark Middleton, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at that, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Max Taylor. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
No, that's outside.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
Fouled off.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
And another foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
In now, Greg Siebel, as the first pitch here is a bit high. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. It's taken down and in for a ball.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
On, he pops it up. Rodriguez in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Runners on the move for second. The count now at 2-2. Looking to send him packing again.
That's the ball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. there's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Runners on first with one down. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jesus Pena. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he fouls this one off. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Into the box, Fernando Rodriguez. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate now, Calvin Parks, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Here he comes on 2-0. 3-0 now. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
The batter, number 40, second baseman.
Striding into the box, Ty Watts. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 in the circle change. 1-1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder, and it's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 4th home run here in the early going as they move on top 4-0.
What a piece of clutch hitting. This team is holding on to a slim lead, and he blows this thing wide open with a 3-run blast. That could be the nail in the coffin.
Nick Elmore gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Into the box, Bruce Castle. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0.
No, that missed.
3 runs already home here. 2 balls and a strike. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. And it's fouled away. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Got a full count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Martin Good. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Good.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Atlantis is on top 4-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Manuel Rosario will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Bobby Allard will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Leading off the inning, Trevor Erickson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
No balls and a strike to count. Change up here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Fouled away. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. He was great all night long.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
To the plate now, Bronco McClendon. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now, 0-2. Turned on down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Dale Richards will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
The 1-1. Richards, a native of Tennessee. He's a veteran of 19 seasons at the major league level, which is something you don't see very often.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player. So hats off to him.
Two out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. And the pitch.
Full count.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Two pitch. Line drive to left. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
So now to the plate, Shuhei Ogawa, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's too high, ball 2. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue.
Standing in, Tony Rossi. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Way the 0-1 pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch fouled off. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Grounded back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Standing in now, Elijah Boston, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. So 1 run on 4 hits here. No errors. And 2 men left on base. We've played 8 full. Atlantis leads this one 4-1. Logan Martin enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. At the plate, Bobby Pollard. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1-1. Two and one's the count.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-1 on its way.
That's the ball.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
The 3-1 pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
So stepping in, Ronnie Weeks. From the stretch.
Ball, that's high.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. There goes the runner. Strike taken, the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third.
Now back, left fielder, Mitch Drew.
So striding forward now, Mitch Drew, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First pitch on its way.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
The 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1. 1 out and a runner on third. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Now the 2-1 pitch. It's a fastball that misses.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
Digging in once again, Jesus Pena, and their runners at the corners now. He's set and the pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Popped him up. Boston moving to his left. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 44, Fernando Rodriguez.
Digging in and looking for more, Fernando Rodriguez. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third, make it 5-1.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead, they're grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
The 0-1 into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And that'll play run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, Dero. You're so concerned about it on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Miguel Garcia takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Stepping in now, Ty Watts, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he fouls this one off. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
2-2 the count. Full count now, 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And the payoff pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in, Bruce Castle. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Looking to minimize the damage here. The 0-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Good waist pitch, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And, oh, look out, as that pitch ran in and got him. And that's going to force in a run.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Pablo Piedra will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. And that's in there for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike. The 0-2 home. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Taylor is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Atlantis is out in front here, 7-1. Deshaun Smoove is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. Striding in to start the 9th, Mark Middleton, and they'll need him to get something going here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's the ball.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0.
That miss. That's the ball.
Two balls and a strike.
2-1.
And, oh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Hit high and deep to left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The center fielder, number 34, Matt Taylor.
At the plate, Max Taylor. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Into the box, Greg Siebel, and it's grounded just foul down the line. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that misses 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year, and it's a 7-2 game now. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Catcher number 14.
In now, Trevor Erickson, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Popped him up. Castle over to his left. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Atlantis jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike James earns his first win of the season as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Dan Turner is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the home team, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes.